I'm Carrier Aquatics here at Josh's Frogs. I'm kind of shouting. I don't have a mic right now, so hopefully you can hear me. I have a really exciting announcement today. So since I've been with the company, which is about 2 years now, I've started breeding all sorts of freshwater fish, and I've been trying to get us into that, get us into the hobby, and get us connect customers who are customers of Josh's Frogs and fish, and maybe have something unique to offer regular hobbyists. And for the first time, I feel like I really actually have something that no one else has right now. And so I guess I'll start with saying I have a really, really big passion for Danios. That predates my time working here. I've done a lot of talks at various aquarium societies on Danios. Not familiar, they're like a minnow-like fish from Southeast Asia. There's many genre in the hobby, one of which is Celestichthys margaritatis, otherwise known as celestial pearl Danio. Now, some people say they're Danio margaritatis, they used to be called Resbora, Galaxy Resbora, whichever you call it. They're a very, very popular fish in the trade, and whenever someone asks you what's my favorite fish, every time, celestial pearl Danio. So what we have here, after a few years of working with them and breeding them on site here at Josh's Frogs, I've actually stumbled across what are probably the very, very first Longfin celestial pearl Danios. So let's take a look at them down here. I found about 7 individuals when I was sorting some fry for sale. And as you can see, at first I thought they had kind of a funky thing going on with their fins, but actually as they've matured, it's become really long and flowy. And some of the males actually have the best fins. So the males are going to be the more bright orange, red, dark kind of blue with the spots. There's a male right here, and I think he has probably the best fins. And they're just super long and flowy. And people have been asking, you know, with fish like this, longfin fish have been around in the hobby as long as people have been breeding fish. Look at Siamese fighting fish. What did we do? We elongated the fins. Look at veil-tail angelfish. What did we do? We got long, flowier fins on them. That's true of a lot of Danios and barbs and other fish in the hobby. And people often wonder, is this a detriment to the fish? Does those long, flowy fins cause them any issues? I think these guys, you know, they've reached now sexual maturity. These actually were producing some fry in the tank they were in, and I've now isolated them as breeders. So they are not having any trouble breeding. They don't seem to have too much trouble getting around. As you can see, they're moving around. Anytime with these guys, you know, they don't need super high flow. If you have sponge filters or other filters, you just don't need to kick it into overdrive for these guys. They're from really gentle, kind of still habitats in the wild, so they're not really wanting a lot of flow to begin with. So, but these guys, yeah, with the long fins, they don't seem to have any issue. I'm hoping that I can sort of select and do some outcrossing. With most longfin fish, it is heritable. I have no reason to believe that they would not pass on that trait. So I'm hoping that, you know, with these 7, there's 5 here, and there's a few other fish in another tank for breeding, and I'm doing some outcrosses and doing some experiments, and I'm hoping in a few months I can start offering some longfin celestial pearl Danios for everyone. And yeah, I'm really geeked about it. I think it's awesome. Just to appreciate how different the longfin are. These are our regular breeders. These are more mature breeders, about as big as they get right there. So they're, you know, they're a nano fish. They don't get large. And I think what's really nice is that they're already so showy. They're already so bright and vibrant. And to add the flowing fins on that, I think that makes them stand out just that much more. The only thing that we do worry about with longfin animals, right, is other fish in the tank nipping them. That's really where the issues seem to occur. Because if they get those fins tattered too much, ripped up too much, it could stress them out, cause infection, and then the fish won't survive. So we don't recommend keeping, and to begin with, I don't really recommend celestial pearls with like a lot of cichlids and more aggressive fish anyway. Typically these guys can go in like a 5-gallon aquarium or 10 gallons. The more you school them, the larger the tank you'll want, but just give them lots of plant cover. And I keep them species only, but you can mix them with other like resboras, like micro resboras specifically chili reservoirs, things like that. Pork cats are fine. They might eat the rags, but they're fine. There's a lot of peaceful options like rosy loaches and things like that that actually occur with them in their native habitat. Some loaches can be nippy though, so if you, with a longfin, I'd be very. But yeah, so these guys, I'm really excited. They've thrived thus far. They are now breeding size, and I'm hard at work reproducing them. And if you have any questions or comments, drop them below and share this. And I hope you guys have an awesome Wednesday.